How is everybody? Good morning. I'm here earlier than usual. Good morning, guys. Let me see if I can get this shared to where we need to share it to. Good morning. Hi, Diane. I'm here. I made it. Hi, JT. Hi, guys. Okay, let me share this to the group because I know people are going to be looking for us. Good morning, guys. Happy Wildcard Wednesday. Do you love these peppermint cups, JT? I have 4 to give away. Aren't they cute? I saw them and everybody was like, oh my God, they're limited edition. I can't find them anywhere. And I found them and I was like, I need them. I need them for Wildcard Wednesday giveaways. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Good morning. Oh, thanks for the heart, you guys. So happy Wild Card Wednesday. Oh, if I knew how to spell Wednesday right, that would be nice. All right, so we're sharing to the group. Hi, Balto. How are you, sunshine? Thanks for the heart, me guys. You guys, look what I got. Look what I got. I'm going to share it with you guys. Let me just go ahead and pin this to the featured section. Hi, guys. Pinned to featured. I think we're pinned. I'm good. I had an eventful morning, but I'm good. All is well. We're here. We are here. Hi, Mark. How are you? Okay. Everybody's approved. Everybody's up. Diane, I saw that I have an unread message from you. I didn't see that before. C page. Hi, guys. Happy Wildcard Wednesday. We're here. We made it. Halfway through the week. Can you believe it? Can you even believe it? I have so much exciting stuff going on over here. First of all, it's Wildcard Wednesday. So every single order placed on Wildcard Wednesday, thanks for the heart, me guys, comes with a free gift. It is completely random. I have 4 of these to give away. All right, I got these limited edition peppermint Stanleys. I don't know, I'm kind of digging the pink. So I have 4 of these to give away. So 4 random people are gonna get those. I have 200 more kits of the 4 acrylics with the matching grid sheets to give away. So I have 200 of these to give away. Plus we have a bunch of glitter. We still have some little chubbies to give away. So all you have to do is place an order. There's no code required. There's no order minimum. It is as simple as just placing an order on Wednesday. So do you guys remember when I put for the TikTok shop that giant bottle of UV resin? I got my shipment. I got my shipment from Counterculture DIY. I think, can you guys tell me if I did it right? I don't see it on my end. I think I put that orange shopping cart down here with it again for you guys. Look at the size of this 32 ounce UV resin from CC DIY. Awesome. Thank you guys. So this is the jumbo. This is the jumbo. This is the one that I ordered with my money on TikTok shop. I was shocked when I saw that the 32 ounce was half the price as the Zon. All right. Does it have an odor? I think all UV resin has an odor, but it's manageable. Like when people walk in, they're like, oh, they're not like, oh my God, what's that smell? It's manageable. I don't think it's bad, but I really don't think there's a UV resin that doesn't have a smell, to be honest. It's just one of those things. Good morning. So I'm so excited. I got this, and I also have a couple other things to share with you guys. Hold on, let's open this because we're using this baby today. We are using her today. You get yours today. Yay! Yeah. All right, she's open. She's ready to rock and roll. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Since when are you on Instagram Live too? So I have 4 devices. The past week or 2, I haven't been live on IG because I haven't charged that device. But I have IG, the Tube, FB, and TikTok all in front of me. So we're everywhere today. There is nowhere that we are not today. All right. All right, guys. Are you ready? It's the season. Look what I found. This is how you know it is officially Christmas season. I found them in our Walmart. And look how freaking cute. Miranda and Lori made me a matching Pokepal because they know how I am totally obsessed with Christmas tree cakes. It's time. I can't do the Mariah Carey. I'm not a singer. But how freaking cute is that? So now I have a Pokepal to match our tree cakes. Should we break into them together to officially kick off the season? Should we? I haven't had one yet. I haven't. Listen, she's a little beat up, but she's still cute. We gotta do it together. First, smell that. Last year we had a candle in the warehouse that smelled like this. It was so good. Oh, she still tastes good. We know she tastes good. Do you want one? Corinne's coming to get one.
No, that's not.
That's why you're here.
No.
You can have. I'll share. All right, you guys, you ready? She's kind of messy. Corinne, you know you want one.
Maybe later.
Come on.
Maybe later.
'Tis the season. What? Jennifer said she's never had one? Oh. Jennifer, you're missing out. It's heaven. Let's be honest, they're pretty horrible. But there's just something about eating a Christmas tree cake to kick off the season. I mean, they're like packed with like chemicals and preservatives, but if you can get past that, oh, they're out, Ollie. They're rocking and rolling at the Walmart. If you can get past the preservatives and the chemicals and the waxy texture, you're golden. You're good to go. Your son-in-law's a little Debbie distributor. Oh, we got to get with him. I haven't had a chocolate one. I like to keep it classic. Donna's never had one either. What is wrong with you guys? It's so good, guys. Right away to kick off the season with my friends. I think Starbucks have holiday drinks out tomorrow. Yeah. Christmas is upon us. Have you guys never had one? Should we even look at the ingredients? Should we even go there? The first ingredient is sugar. It has 22 grams of sugar in one little old tree cake. Corn syrup, bleached flour, folic acid, water, palm kernel, soybean oils, and then all the stuff that you can't pronounce. That's what's not good for us here. Dried egg whites, okay. Baking soda, sugar crystals. All right, if you can't pronounce it, it doesn't count. Look away. I know, guys. Good morning, guys. What a way to kick off the season. So, couple of things. We dropped a couple of new things. Good morning, Erica. We dropped a couple of new things yesterday. I snuck them in. All right. We did the snowflake overlay, which comes in your 2-pack. that you go ahead and you attach to your flat ornament, or you could honestly just use this as an ornament. It doesn't necessarily need the back. So both options are there. All right, so these I snuck on the website this morning. Or I can't say that word. I gotta get in the mode of what words I can say, I can't say. I snuck on It's Pretty Personal this morning. All right, so the snowflake overlay. All right. Hi, Ilka. How are you? Then I snuck on the pencil snow globe keychain. How cute is this for teachers for the holidays? So the pencil is on there as well. And then I snuck, look at these little mini tumbler keychains. How cute is it if you were to do a 40 ounce for a customer and include a matching little keychain? How cute would that be? I think I'm just early. You missed it, Ilka. We broke open the Christmas trees. We broke them open. So how freaking adorable. So I want to work on a couple things today. We could work on some snow globes. We can work on some gift tags. On Saturday's live, I did this star snow globe together with you guys, and I actually did this with white vinyl, which is new. All right. So I did this with white vinyl, which was the first time. It's perfect, no leaks. Everything is holding up great. So I didn't know if you guys wanted me to show another one to see how we did that together. You guys tell me what you want to do. I'm here for you today. We can definitely work with the Wildcard Wednesday free gift too. It's on order, Diane. It is on order. Your liquid turned cloudy. So I saw somebody post that on the FB group. It's pretty odd. Let me grab my bottle. But when Crystal mixes the adhesive apothecary, she does put a ton of preservatives in there. So if it looks cloudy in your bottle, remember it is super, super. Are you talking about in the bottle and in an ornament? Oh, in an ornament. If it looks cloudy in your bottle, when you add it to your project, it's not going to be cloudy because it's definitely less concentrated. If it turned cloudy in your ornament, it could be something that is mixed with the liquid. Glitter, charms, UVDTF, or I'm not UVDTF, UV resin. It's really hard to say exactly why, but typically if your solution turns cloudy, it depends what you are mixing in with the solution. So if you are hand mixing your solution at home, that's a lot harder too because it's not really like an exact recipe. So it's hard to say. You're welcome to post it in the FB group and get everybody's feedback. I suggest posting videos or pictures too, just so everybody can help you troubleshoot appropriately. Hi, Miranda. Look at my pokey. So you put the resin over the white vinyl the same as the clear. I'll show you. We'll do one together, Jackie. Look at my little, and look, I even had a tree cake with it. We had to break them open. Will you show the overlay again, please? So here's the overlay by itself, and then here's the overlay when I added it to an ornament. So by itself, and this is the finished product when I added it to the ornament. Guys, if you see comments or questions that I may miss, you are more than welcome to answer the question if you know the right answer. Like I said, I have 4 devices going now, and I have over 200 of you and 1 of me. So I try my best to keep up with comments, but I have comments on 4 devices and on my desktop. So if you see questions that you may know the answer to, please feel free to answer them. Or if you have a question about a personal issue with your order or anything like that, feel free to email me as well. All right. So I want to show you guys how I did the white vinyl on the inside of the snow globe. So should we could do a traditional snow globe. Thank you, Ilka. Good morning, guys. Oh, yeah. It probably got cloudy from the polymer. You have to remember, everything that you are adding into your snow globe solution is going to potentially alter that chemical balance. So you just have to be kind of picky with what you're putting in your solution when you're adding them to your snow globes. Alrighty, so I wanted to do a white vinyl snow globe with vinyl B615, which is this super cute white gingerbread vinyl that we have. Good morning, guys. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my paper. Let me go grab a stack of paper so when we do our ornaments and stuff, I have it. Hang on. I thought I was prepared. All right, should I put on my apron too? I know somebody's gonna say, put your apron on. Good morning. All right. So on Saturday's live, I did the star snow globe with white vinyl. And that was the first time that we did it. It held up great. Everything worked okay. We experimented together. Thanks, Boo. So let's do it again with a different pattern and with the circle ornament. Good morning. Alrighty, let me just put all of my devices facing down. All four of you. Good morning, good morning. Here, I'll put you up a little bit so you can kind of see my face. There we go. Okay. So I am going to use the Snow Globe Ornament Kit. This is number 8 on It's Pretty Personal. And we're going to use vinyl B615. So the Snow Globe Ornament Kit comes with your back ornament, your core. Somebody said I thought those were overalls. Everybody says that. I know, but I'm going to be like known on social media as like the crafting farmer. Your core and your front, and then you're going to get a little bonus coaster. This is to support the core in transit when we're sending you your order. So you get all 4 pieces. We are going to work with the 3 and we'll put the coaster to the side. Your local crafting farmer. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and take the back. Ooh, this is a brand new Pokey Pal. Look, she is sharp. Look at her. And we're going to remove the clear protective film from the back of the ornament, or from the front of the ornament in this case. All right. And I'm going to take my white. So typically we do this with clear vinyl. We're going to do this. Here, let me do it over here so I have the number. We're going to do this in white vinyl today. All right, and we're going to show you how we do that in white vinyl. So I'm just going to cut an estimate of about how much vinyl I would need for the ornament. You need Friday to be here. I need a little more time until Friday. I'm not quite there yet. All right, I'm just trimming my edge. So this is what we have. It's bigger than what we need, but I'd rather it be a little bit bigger than too small. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and take my white vinyl. The amazing part about our white vinyl, if you look on the back of the white vinyl, it looks like there's these little tiny stripes in the vinyl. Can you see that? That is actually the veins that we have on the back of our white vinyl. That is the air release technology. So when you put this down and you use your squeegee, you can go ahead and get all of the air that may be trapped underneath that white vinyl and bring it to the edge. So no air bubbles with our white vinyl. All right. Happy Wildcard Wednesday, guys. All right, then I'm gonna take my blade and trim around the edge. All right, pick her up and trim the edge to get a super, super close cut on this vinyl so nothing's hanging over the edge. All right, so this is a little bit different than we usually do. So we added white vinyl to the front of our ornament, okay? White vinyl to the front. Let me grab my torch, forgot that. Alrighty, then I'm gonna use my stand from Kelbell. I do have it linked on TikTok down here in that orange shopping cart. She is out of stock on TikTok, but if you go to her Webby, she is in stock, but I know that she is on vacation. So I don't think she's gonna be back till like the 10th or the 11th. But she does have a banner on Kelbell Customs to explain that she will be back. All right. You heard a lot of great things about me. Well, that's great. I'm so happy. I'm glad you didn't hear a lot of bad things about me. That wouldn't be fun. Okay, so UV resin. This is our brand new 32 ounce of the Counterculture DIY. I was buying this on the Zon for years. I just discovered that TikTok Shop has it for half the price than what the Zon was charging. She's a big one, all right? But I did link that down there for you guys too, if you wanted to snag it. I am going to put my UV resin on the top of my white vinyl. And then we are going to spread this out to the edge to seal in that white vinyl. This is because I'm using white vinyl when we typically would use clear vinyl on the back part of the acrylic. But I wanted to show you the way that we experimented on Saturday with white vinyl on the ornaments. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my UV resin and spread it around to seal that white vinyl in. Bringing it all the way to the edge without going over the edge and without making a mess. Gonna go all the way and cover her all the way. Use the glare in your lights on your desk to make sure you didn't miss anywhere. She's completely covered. Take my torch, pop any bubbles. All right, the tree cakes are gonna have to move. There we go. Get my stand. My light is an 100-watt UV light. I linked one down in the bottom. It's not the exact one that I use, but I found one that's pretty comparable on TikTok Shop if you wanted to see the details on that down there for you guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. Don't, listen, once you use a spoon for ornaments, you'll never go back. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, while that is curing, I'm going to take my core, remove my paper from the front and the back without stabbing yourself. This is a brand new PokePal, so she is sharp. We're going to prep this core to get it ready to attach to the back ornament. I'm gonna peel off the paper on the front and the back. Brooke, I did. I don't remember the name. I picked a couple of winners, but it was so hard because for me to send the gift card, I basically was searching for the names on orders that you guys have placed with us. And I've come to realize so many of you guys order under one name, but your FB name is another name. Whether you be in the witness protection program or you using your maiden name. So I went through like 4 or 5 different people and their name on FB didn't match any of our records at IPP. Pat, the link for the resin is on TikTok. So right now you're watching on FB. If you head on over to our TikTok, you'll be able to see the link down at the bottom. I want to add glitter. What is the best solution to use? We just restocked our snow globe solution. This is the suspended flow on It's Pretty Personal. I like to mix that with distilled water for my ornaments. Witness protection. You should be able to update your email on your account information. If not, you guys, if you have a question about your account or your order or anything to do with a particular thing on your account or an order that you placed, make sure that you email me. I don't like to talk about your guys' personal information in front of 200 people. Just in case you are in the witness protection program. How do you use the overlap antlers or with the bow? How do you use the overlap with the antlers or with the bow? All you would do is attach it to the front or the back. So here's an overlay that we attach to the back. Here is one of the antlers that we attach to the back of the ornament. So you would attach it to the front or the back, depending on how you want yours to look. If you're watching on FB, if you go back to our lives for the past week or 2, we've done them live together. All right, so I sanded the front and the back of the core to prep it. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our ornament out of the light. It is completely cured because that light is amazing. All right, so this is our ornament. Then we applied white vinyl to the front. Now we just sealed in this white vinyl with the CC DIY UV resin. Now what we want to do is take our double-ended sanding sticks and prep the edge to attach our core to the back. I know, I was surprised of how many of you guys have different names and emails and all that fun stuff. All right, so I'm gonna take my double-ended sanding stick and I'm just going to sand where I want to attach my core with the UV resin on the back part of the ornament. This is basically going to give the UV resin some teeth to hang on to completely seal in our solution in our snow globe. So I'm just going around the edge, scuffing her all up. Now you only want to scuff where you're placing the UV resin to attach the core. You don't want to scratch anywhere else because if you don't seal that back up with the resin, it's going to look like a scratch surface. So we don't want that. So I'll show you what this looks like. So you can see how I scuffed up all around the edge where we want to seal that UV resin and core, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and take my paper towel and my alcohol. Yep, Jenny, I recently just got ordered, so your maiden names are still on your orders and email. I know there's a lot of you guys like that. All right, so we wiped that dust off. Let me get my UV resin bottle, my little one. Thought I had everything ready. Apparently not. You did 20 plus ornaments with 1 bottle of pearly white gates. Isn't that amazing? That's so good, Balto. All right, so now I have my UV resin in a black needle nose bottle. Black needle nose bottle. All right. You do not want it in a clear needle nose bottle because then it's going to cure if it touches UV light. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my UV resin in my bottle and put a bead of the UV resin around the edge of this ornament where I'm going to attach my core. Now, if you find that your needle nose bottle is getting a little bit clogged up, you can always swap that out. I think this bottle that I got from the Zon came in like a pack of 12. So I'll show you guys. I'll show you. So this came from the Zon in literally like a pack of like 12 of them. And when I find that my needle is getting a little clogged, I've just been getting a new one and swapping this out. So we have a good flow. I do that all the time. I watch so many of your guys' lives when I'm showering. Not weird at all. What's weird is that you're commenting when you're showering. Usually I have mine on the outside of my glass door. Alrighty. So this is going to be a lot better flow. A nice new needle top. Now you want to be generous in this stage, guys. You do not want to try to spread your resin too thin, because if you leave any space or any air gap, that is going to be the perfect spot for you to get air and a leak from your solution. So don't pull a Balto, is what we like to call it. He was trying to stretch his UV resin as far as he could. You want to put a generous amount, like a nice solid bead around the edge. Taking your time and doing this generous is going to prevent you guys from having leaks and way less of a headache down the road. Yeah, don't skimp. So we did all around. Now we're going to do up top. I have to play like remixed music so I don't get in trouble. And all of these songs sound the same to me. I sound old. That's what my mom used to say when we were younger. All your music sounds the same. All right, so we have a nice, generous bead all the way around. Just check with your glare. Make sure you didn't miss anywhere. All right, so now I'm going to place my core on the back of the ornament, making sure it is completely sealed. You can kind of look through the acrylic and make sure that it is evenly touched, and a nice generous coat of UV resin goes all the way around. And I'm going to make sure that's completely lined up, and then we're going to cure that. just... Is Tammy watching me? Thanks for the gifts, guys. You don't have to do that. Thank you, thank you. Let me just go and message Tammy. I don't think she's on here. All right. So if you want to take an extra step, you can go ahead and take your UV resin in your bottle and put a bead of UV resin on that joint where we just connected the back ornament to the core. This is kind of just like a little extra step to make sure that we are completely sealed. I've done this on some of mine, and I've done some of my ornaments without doing this. If you're doing ornaments and experiencing leaking, I definitely suggest taking this extra step. If you've been doing it with no leak issue, then it's not really necessary. But if you've been struggling with leaks, it's not a bad idea to try it. All right, so we got that bead all the way around. I think the flash sale today is micro cheat. I think that's what I made the flash sale. All right, what do we want to put in this one? Because I have some really cute little gingerbread pieces from Ellie's Arc. So I was thinking, what if we did little gingerbread pieces? Look, we have a little gingerbread girl. Isn't she cute? Let's do a couple of different ones. A little gingerbread boy. So every day on It's Pretty Personal, there is a flash sale color of the day. It changes every morning, usually around like 6:45 a.m. Today, the flash sale item is a full-size shaker of a glitter color called Micro Cheat. So I kind of love those. Should we do bows? Oh, awesome. Yeah, Ellie's in the chat. Somebody, if one of the mods want to pin her, if you guys want to find these. These are from Ellie's Arc Design. What else should we do? Bows? I think I have more bows too. Oh, perfect. Yeah, and you can use the code IPP10 on her site. I always forget to say that. Thanks, girl. All right. I have another big bin that I want to see because I think I have cute bows in there that would go. Ah! Gingerbread ornaments to put more charms on them. Yeah, the charms that you put in your gingerbreads when they were holding them, they came out super cute. Did you post those? You need to see the wild card before leaving your parking lot. Hi, Stacy! I thought that was you that came in. All right, I have another bin. We listen and we don't judge. Let's see what other charms we can do. We have this really cute, brighter bow. Look at that. So we'll do that. Ooh, I love that one too. This is the problem. Once I get started in this box, it's hard to walk away. Oh no. All right, I'm looking to see if I have any more of the brighter ones. Those are kind of cute. What about green? I don't think I have any darker green, like not a Christmas green. Look how cute this little balloon dog is. Isn't that cute? All right, so we have bows. I wish I had another dark red one like that, but I don't see one unless I like totally dump this thing out. Oh, I have a brighter red rose though. It'd be kind of cute. Nicole, I do plan to have ornaments year round. I sure do, along with some other goodies. All right, I think we're good because I'm gonna add glitter too. Oh, should I do a green rose too? I can do a green one. Alrighty. So we have the back of the ornament with the core attached. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my charms. Let me just make sure that these fit. Oh, this one's not going to fit. She will though. I may have another one that will fit. I have this one too. Hold on, I may have another one that will fit. Here, let me hold this up for you because I can't say or do certain things without getting in trouble. Do you want to screenshot that? Go ahead and screenshot that. I'll have to go to this camera too. 1, 2, 3. We'll go everywhere if you want to screenshot it. So this is where the charms are from. You thought I was gonna pull out another box? No, I'm trying to see if I have a little bit of a smaller gingerbread. I found, you just wanna make sure that they're gonna fit, like that rose may be pushing it. You wanna make sure that they're flat enough to fit in between and move around in the ornament. But look, we have these cute little peppermints. There are a couple different things in here. And some more red bows. Oh, I just dropped a green bow. I was looking for, oh no, that's a little mistletoe. That's cute. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. I know, it's so funny on TikTok. It's like a revolving door all day. Let me see if that will fit. No, it's gonna get stuck. Oh, there's a little Christmas tree. That's cute. There's a bigger peppermint. All right, I think that's good. I know her charms are so addicting. Once you get started, it's like you just want to dig and see what else is in there. I feel like it's like, where's Waldo? All right, we got charms. Now glitter. I didn't pull a ton out. But, ooh, we have tree stuff. Do you guys remember this from last year? It's called tree stuff. There's actually like stars and little Christmas trees in here. Here, I'll show you. Look, there's stars and little Christmas trees. That restocked, guys. We just got a shipment of that in. So I'm gonna put some of tree stuff in there to get festive. All right, now what we wanna do is prepare our front ornament to attach onto the core with the UV resin. So we're gonna go ahead and peel off that protective seal. And we're gonna take our sanding stick. Hi, everybody. And we're gonna go around the edge where we are going to attach the front ornament with the UV resin onto the core. So I'm gonna go around the edge, scratch it up. To prep the surface to have the teeth for a perfect seal. All right, so we went all the way around the edge. I kind of use my glare to make sure everywhere is covered. Clean this with our alcohol. Alrighty, and then we're gonna take our UV resin in our bottle. Should I fill this up a little bit? Feels a little low. Let's see if we can. All right, we added a little bit more in there. Thanks, Katie. I know I always forget about the code for your purchases over on Ellie's. I can't keep up, guys. I'm trying. All right, so we are going to apply our UV resin everywhere that we are going to attach the front ornament to seal in our glitter and our charms. Again, you do not want to be skimpy on this stage. If you put too little UV resin, you're gonna have a leak. So take your time and make sure you cover the entire core with a nice solid bead of UV resin. Let me see if I can get this to stick. There we go. So slow and steady. So when we place our top ornament on here, it's going to completely seal the both pieces of acrylic together. Thank you, Ilka. I'm trying. I'm only a half a coffee in today. We're almost there. You hear that? Our AC in the warehouse has been very loud lately. It's like rattling my office doors. It's a really big unit because it's such a big space. But lately she's been a little loud. And she's a brand new unit, so she better get her shit together. All right, we are completely covered. You see how we basically put a bead of UV resin around that entire core. So when we apply the front ornament. It's gonna seal it in. Oh, don't get me started on neighbors. Oh, Diane, I had to know that that was you after my story this morning. I'm like, don't get me started on my neighbors. Do not. All right. So you can see through the acrylic, we are completely touching a nice pool of UV resin to seal that all in. Make sure that we are lined up, and then we're gonna put that into cure. I know, girlfriend. You're the first one I messaged this morning when I was coming down off that. Did anybody try the vanilla sweet cream cold brew with the protein cold foam? I'm just curious. Okay, I didn't tell you what happened with my ghost. So Saturday, after I got off live, I was the only one in the warehouse, and the lights in the main warehouse part is motion detected. So it may just be those that were going off because there was no movement in there for so long. But we have, this is so bad. So we have this little middle finger that's motion sensor, and every time you like walk in front of it, it says a bad word in the warehouse. And it was going off in the warehouse by itself when I was in my office on Saturday. And we always joke around and say it's my dad because my dad had the mouth of a sailor. I was cracking up. Which helper would work best with the Stan ornaments? Any of the helpers. So any of the grid sheet helpers, but the Stanley, the little mini tumbler, where is it? They are a lot smaller. So you can fit this on any of the grid sheet helpers. Oh yeah, he was going off on Saturday. I just laughed. At first it kind of like freaked me out, but now I kind of like it when I hear it because it reminds me of my dad. But I was the only one here. Little old me, all by myself. And he was going off. I didn't take the plastic cover off of the top piece yet. I'll do it after it cures. All right, so I'm just taking some of this. I heard if I say this word on TikTok, I can get in trouble. So I'm taking a little bit of this and pouring it in my little medicine cup. And now I'm gonna get my solution ready for the inside of the snow globe. Let me get a cup. There we go, get my syringe. For Wildcard Wednesday, so we have 4 of these Stanleys that we're giving out today. So we have 4 of these. We still have little chubbies that we're giving away. And we have 200 packs of this grid sheet helper, which is kind of a little tease for this Friday's drop, with the acrylic 4-pack as well. So we have 200 of these to give away, 4 of the Stanleys plus some little chubbies. All right. So for the solution, I like to do half of my adhesive apothecary suspended flow. We just restocked this yesterday. So this is available. And if I'm doing a tumbler, I do just that solution. If I'm doing a snow globe ornament, I like to distill it or dilute it with a little bit of distilled water. So it's about half and half, because I do like a faster movement in my ornament. So if you're doing just a tumbler, do only the solution. And if you're doing an ornament, I dilute it with water. I put inside of here mostly distilled water, and then I put the glittered pink and white snowflakes that are dropping on Friday, along with the Cherish Color Candyland on Friday. Hi guys, welcome in. And the back color for this one is the Ice Blue Palace. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that up. Mary, I don't intend to. So I was doing snowflakes for the holiday season, but I don't intend to bring back all of the shapes again. We had all of the shapes for years, and they just take up so much space, and they weren't a great seller that I feel like I'd rather carry other products that you guys would want more than the shapes. Ooh. All right, so I have my syringe. So this is what we have. We have our, I think our little gingerbread lady is stuck right there, but it's all right. Let's remove the top protective seal of the ornament. So this is what we have with the dry ingredients, with our glitter and our charms. Now we are going to add our solution. So I'm gonna start off by adding only the 70%, you know what, because I can't say the word. They say that this helps with clumping of chunky glitter. I don't really know if that's true, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I do a little bit of just the 70%. And then I'm gonna go in with the mixture of my solution and distilled water for a faster moving ornament. Isn't this fun? I know I love the charms in here. So we're just filling her up. I'm gonna have to turn her around to fill her up all the way to make sure I don't make a mess. So I'm just gonna go ahead, close in on that air pocket. All right. So this is what we have. Now we have to seal it. Now is the fun part. You're going to take your UV resin, okay? You're going to put a drop in that opening where we just added our solution. It was 70%. I'm going to put a drop of UV resin and cure it quick. And then I'm gonna come back with the second drop. The charms are from Ellie's Arc Design Co. So I'm literally dropping, curing. Let me bring this closer. I'm going to do it a couple of times until we close in that little hole. Make sure that we're dry up here. Keep doing it to make sure we are completely sealed. Thank you, Francesca. I know it's so hard when I can't say certain things. This 3D printed stand is from Tumbler Shields. Let me give it a shake. Look how fun. Oh, I still have, hold on, that's why it looks foggy. I still have the protective seal on the back. I'm like, why does it look so foggy? There we go. That's better. So look how fun. Now what we can do is glitter the back and even add a bow. So let's do that. I'm going to glitter the back. Should we do, I'm looking, trying to figure out what color we should do for the back. I wonder if we should do olive you. What if we did olive you, or should we do a red? Thanks, Rolla. I didn't see that you were in here. Should we do green or red for the back? We can do wino or olive you. You guys see that comment where Rula just commented? That is where the stand is from. Green. A lot of people are saying green. Okay, I'm seeing a lot more votes for green, so let's do green. Perfect. Thank you for whoever pinned that. That is where the stand is from, if you're watching on TikTok. All right, so I'm going to use my UV resin, and then I'm going to go in with Olive You, which is a really deep olive green. And we'll mix that up. We can do a bow on this one. We can do the bow in red. So it's a little thin. So if it's too thin, all I do is add a little bit more glitter. So if it's too thin, you add more glitter. If it's too thick, you add more resin. Still a little thin. I like a thicker honey consistency. That is better. All right, now we're gonna dump our UV resin and glitter mixture in the center. And pull it out to the edge. This is green pretty. We just restocked this green too. You guys sold us out because of Christmas. We just restocked. The green is Olive You. We just restocked it in the fine and in the XL. I think we've determined I need a bigger trash can in my office. Especially when I'm live. I have like a little tiny trash can and it overflows. All right, I'm just pulling the green around the top. Make sure we look good around the edge. Midnight Noel. You guys in Midnight Noel. Did you love it that much? It was a pretty color. I'll give you that. All right, let's go ahead and stick this under to cure. Do we want to do a bow? Oh wait, I pulled this one. Do we want to do this bow or do we want to glitter a bow for this ornament? We can do this one from Ellie's Arc, which kind of looks like a really cute puffy satin bow, or we can glitter a bow. If your glitter is too dark, you can still see the pictures of the grid sheet. Typically, if the grid sheet is clear, if you use a darker glitter, it's going to be a lot harder to see the pattern. I see 1 vote for glitter, 1 vote for charm. Glitter, glitter. Charm. I'm seeing a lot of votes for charm. Oh, okay, so we'll do charm on this one and glitter on the next one. Deal? We're just gonna let this cure. And then we will attach the bow to the front. All right, what do we want to do next? Do we want to do one of the Wildcard Wednesday ones? We can do a Wildcard Wednesday. Then we can do a little snow globe. You gave the printer a couple hour break after working all night. We'll do the light bulb one. So crazy how good this light is. I'll let it cure just a little bit longer, but it's pretty much dry. Let me get my piece of paper out. All right, so we have 200 packs of these acrylic 4-packs and the mini grid sheet to give away for Wildcard Wednesday. So 200 orders are gonna get this for free in their orders. I really like this light one. So let's do this light one on one of the acrylic blanks that is coming with Wildcard Wednesday. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the protective seal on the side that I'm working on. I'm gonna use my scissor, cut out the square that I want. I did make these a little bit bigger if you wanted to use them on ornaments. So it's gonna be a little big for this, but that is totally fine. We just trim off what we don't need. Christmas lights are your favorite Christmas thing. I know, they're fun. I love this pattern. So I'm placing it down using my squeegee. And I'm going to use my blade. Oh my God, today, tomorrow, and Friday, girl. You guys are so funny. So I trimmed around the edge. I'm going to take my blade to get a closer cut on anything that may be hanging over. Do not cut yourself. So we went all the way around. So this is what it looks like. It looks scary, but have faith. Let's finish this one first. So this is what she looks like with her green glittered back. Let's add our bow. Oh my goodness, how cute. I'm just gonna scratch up right here where I'm gonna attach it. Isn't it fun? So I just prepped the back of this and that acrylic. And we're gonna place her down. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Let's cure that. All right, while that is curing, let's work on this one. I did pull some of our favorite colors for our acrylics, Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum. It's the go-to. So the Kudos, every time you place an order under your Kudos email account, so you want to place the order under the same email that you set up the account with, you earn credit, and then once you reach a certain amount, you're able to cash in your Kudos for discount codes. Like, I think there's like, what, a $10, a $20 off, and a $50 off, and all of that is shown right on the Kudos dashboard. So basically, as you place orders, you rack up points, and then once you reach a certain amount of points, you can cash them in. I just missed a comment. All right, so I'm just mixing my Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum into my UV resin. Now it's a little thick, meaning I was a little heavy-handed with the glitter. All I do is add just a little bit more UV resin to get the consistency where I want. Hi, good morning. Is it still morning? No, it's almost afternoon. That's better. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and dump the resin and glitter mixture on the center of the back. So I am applying my UV resin and the glitter on this same side that I put my grid sheet helper down on. You only do this when working with clear. If you're doing a white like we just did on the ornament that is curing, you're gonna apply it to the front, or you're gonna apply the UV resin to seal, and like that would be your front. So this is basically, we're creating the back of this coaster. Points expire after 1 year. All right. Put that into cure. You guys, look at how cute she came out with the red bow. So we did the green back, and we added the red Ellie's Arc bow on the top. Isn't that so cute? I love her. This is fun. This is, whoop! I almost just threw her. My heart just stopped. Sorry guys if I scared you. I just scared myself. The peppermint inside is super cute. Isn't that fun? And that mixture inside is just one glitter. We just use the glitter called Tree Stuff. So that's just one mix that has the red, the green, the stars. Everything is perfect. That was a good catch. Isn't that fun? With the green back. Love her. Love her. So that one that we just did, I will have the replay posted too if you guys wanted to rewatch that from the beginning. This one was actually white vinyl, where the one that we're working on right now is clear vinyl. So there is a difference. The UV resin that I use, I have it linked right down on TikTok in that orange shopping cart. It's the Counterculture DIY UV resin. How fast that baby cures. You ready? Look at the Christmas lights, but wait. She has that foggy protective seal. Let's give her the real intro she deserves. You guys ready? Look at how cute. So this is from the acrylic 4-piece and the grid sheet helper. We're giving away 200 of those combos together today for Wildcard Wednesday and 200 orders. So there's no need for you to enter a special code. There's no order minimum. Every single order on Wednesday comes with a free gift. 200 of you guys are going to get the 4-pack of the acrylics and the 4 grid of the little clear grid sheet helper. Isn't that cute? You have fun and easy, fast and easy that was, guys. Should we do another one? You guys want to do another one? What should we do? Should we do the bottom or the trees? The Mary or the trees? Mary or the trees? Which decal did you use on the snow globe? So on this one, I used the white vinyl sheet B615. B615 is what I used on the snow globe. All right, I'm seeing a lot for trees. So let's do the trees. We'll cut out that square. So we're gonna go ahead and cut out that square, take our acrylic blank, and remove the protective seal that we're working on. Take our grid sheet helper, which is clear. See that? See how like it disappears, but we're gonna make it come back to life. And apply that on the acrylic blank using my squeegee to get out any bubbles. If you find that you have a bubble, like I have one, and I just can't get it to the edge, all I do is slice it and use my squeegee and get that air out. And I'm gonna take my blade, trim around the edge. Oh, good morning. I'm so happy you love your banner. That makes me so happy. Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum, I do about 50-50. If you want more of a solid look, you want to do more Pearly Gates White. If you want more sparkle, you want more Rainbow Platinum. I don't know how to do that, Diane. I think I have to do that before I go live, don't I? Add mod. All right, Diane, I just added you. I have a tutorial, I think it's pinned to the top of my page working on these. All right, so we need our UV resin, which the UV resin that I use is in the orange shopping cart if you're watching on TikTok. Then I'm gonna go in with Pearly Gates White. I love your face. And for a little bling, Rainbow Platinum. So you want Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum if you're using clear vinyl. That is gonna be the perfect combo for you to get sparkle and pattern details. We'll mix those together. What shape are you retiring until season till next gone? I'm retiring the cauldron, any of the spooky ones. So the pumpkin, the cauldron, the ghost, all of those are being retired. So all of those, once they're sold out on our website, they won't come back until next spooky season. So all of the fall Halloween ones are retiring until next season. I don't have any Hanukkah ones, but I do have a custom grid sheet builder. So if you go to It's Pretty Personal, you can actually upload your own patterns and make your own grid sheet helper for us to print for you. Believe it or not, I've never had a request for one. All right, so I'm taking my UV resin and glitter mixture and applying it to the same side that I put down that grid sheet helper. Then I use the back of my spoon as my little spreader and spread the mixture to the edge without going over the edge. Everybody laughs at the spoon until they try it. I've had so many people tell me that they switched from the popsicle stick to the spoon because of how much easier the spoon is. So don't knock it until you try it. Pop those bubbles. And then cure her. A good red for bows. So you want drop it like it's hot or wino, which is like a deeper red. Look at that for bows. You want drop it like it's hot, wino, or red velvet. Red velvet is a little bit of a brighter shade, and we just restocked the medium. But good holiday reds, drop it like it's hot, wino, and red velvet are gonna be your go-to. Wino is amazing. Look at wino. Wino's really good. All right, once this is done, do you guys want to make a little mini Stanley? I was thinking about making one that looks like this. What do you guys think? To match the colors? Can you use Google Images to upload for custom grid sheet helper? You can, but the resolution is going to be poor. If you copy and paste an image from Google, there is a good chance that the resolution is going to be really low. As long as you're okay with that, you are more than welcome to. All right, so this is acrylic number 24, which is the mini tumbler. It comes with the front tumbler, the core, and the back. What if a client wants dark glitter for their ornament? Will the image pop even though it's transparent? No. So what you want to do if a client wants dark glitter, you want to use the white glitter on the back for the image, and then you can go over with another coat of UV resin with your dark glitter. If you put dark glitter with a transparent image, your details are going to get completely lost. So you would have to do the white glitter mixture first and then go over it with UV resin and the darker glitter. All right, you guys ready? Our trees. You're welcome, but wait. Look at how cute they are. But wait, there's more. So there are the cute little pastel trees when we remove that front part. Where's the best place to download a picture for the sheet? So you can like look at purchasing a PNG digital file from like Etsy. There's tons of people that have amazing files on programs like that, or like Creative Fabrica, or even Canva. No, this is a clear grid sheet helper applied with UV resin and glitter. It is not sub. What green glitter is close to a Christmas green? Cash Me Outside and Envy are gonna be your go-to Christmas greens. If you want like a brighter green, Cash Me Outside and Envy. Exactly, that is really what crafting is. You're welcome. These cute. All right, let's do our tumbler. So our tumbler is literally the same steps as the bigger snow globes, just in a smaller version. So we're literally gonna do the same steps that we did for the bigger snow globes, just in a mini version. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the back blank. Remove my protective paper. And then take our sanding stick and sand around the edge where we are going to attach the core to the front of the back of the piece. The front of the back of the piece, you know what I mean? So I'm just scratching up around the edge. Good way too is actually to have your core next to it as kind of a guide of where you need to scratch up of where it's going to attach. So making sure everywhere is nice and prepped and good to go. Oh my God, Balto, that would be amazing. I'm gonna use 70%. I can do a snowflake overlay too. Use my 70% and clear off that dust. And then remove the protective paper from the core on the front and back. I can't imagine the both of you guys together here. That would be wild. JT, he's a good time. We've hung out in person. He's a really good time. Okay, so here's our core. We removed the front and the back. Then we want to prep this too. Take your sanding block, scratch up one side. Diane too. Are we going to that crafting event in Jersey? Isn't that next year? Are we doing that? I mean, I'm not gonna go as a vendor, but I'll go hang out with you guys. You are. You're a good time. Hi, welcome in, guys. All right, so I'm cleaning off the dust on the front and the back. And then we're going to take our UV resin in our bottle and same process, just smaller scale. I'm going to apply my UV resin where I am going to attach the core to the back part of this kit. So I'm just going to go around. And everywhere that acrylic core is going to attach, I need a generous bead of UV resin. So the handle, and keep your core nearby as a guide too. So I'm basically like tracing the core on the back part of this kit. Use the glare of your light to make sure everything is covered. All right. And I'm going to take my core. And we're going to attach that to the back. Make sure that we are lined up. There is a solid bead of UV resin sealing the back with the core and cure it. Tell them they can't. You would say that, Balto. Say, not this year. We got plans. Why do you do it on that way and not on the core first? Because I find it hard to hold the core without making a mess and place it down. So I find that if I put it on the back and then place the core on top, I'm not trying to balance UV resin from making a mess and lining up perfect. You can try doing it on the core first, and then like taking the core and then placing it down, but like gravity scares me. No, this stand is made for a smaller light. This is the tumbler shield stand. It's made for a smaller light, but I like the wattage of this UV light. This is 100 watts. Your standard smaller UV light or like nail lamp is usually 30 watts. You guys, this is really strong. I have fallen in love with the stronger wattage, but it does get hot. It does get hot. So I like to just place it on top of this stand so I don't have to worry about it. But she did tell me that she can make a stand for this light. Rula came in from Tumbler Shields and told me to send her the measurements. So I may send her the measurements so it fits perfect. Hi everyone. You guys, I have 4 different platforms on right now. So people are like coming in and out. Saying hi, good morning, good afternoon. How are ya? All right. So like I said, this is very strong. So that is good to go. So what we have right now is our back, which is attached to the core with the UV resin. All right, now we're gonna put everything inside. Should we do the pink? Should we try to copy the pink or the red? I wanted to make a little mini version. Should we do the pink or the red? I see a vote for pink, 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 pink. I see 1 vote for red, 2 vote for red. Ordering PIs from Etsy PNG. So if you want to order digital PNGs from Etsy, that's going to give you the clear image to upload for custom printing. So you want a digital PNG file. Should we just do 2? Maybe I'll have the girls bring me another one in. We'll do a pink and a red one. So let's start with the pink one. Okay, yeah, you want a DPI of 300. Alrighty. So this is what I got. I pulled some colors to match. All right. So we are going to do, I may have went a little extreme, but that's okay, because I mean, we only could fit so much glitter in this little tiny thing. I wanted to do Glamour Pink XL, Dusty Pink XL, Red Over Heels, and Red Velvet, all in XL. And then we'll glitter the back of this pink. I don't know who I'm fooling. Like I'm gonna get all this glitter. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Glamour Pink XL. Just a little extreme. Just a tad. Then I'm gonna go in with Dusty Pink XL from the Posh Collection. Hi, thanks Danielle. It's like you're watching me out there or something. Then I'm gonna go in with Red Velvet XL. A lot of glitter for this little thing. It's all right. And then Red Over Heels. Should I add Pink Platinum XL? I feel like I should. So that's Red Over Heels XL. Then I feel like Pink Platinum XL and any Snow Globe anything is amazing. So I feel like we should do a Pink Platinum XL. All right. That's a lot of glitter for little old charm. So that is the mixture that we have in here. A couple of pinks, a couple of reds, and a platinum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the paper protective seal for the front part, and then we're gonna sand it and prep it to attach it. The red's gonna take over. I'm doing the back in pink, so I'm not too worried about too much red. All right. So I'm just going to sand where my core is going to attach the middle to this front part of the keychain kit. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of everything in there. All right. Prep around here, the handle. Alrighty. Then we will take our paper towel and clean that dust off. JT, if you don't have pearly gates, we can't be friends. That is like, pearly gates white is a must-have. That is like a must-have, especially for Christmas season. A must-have color. You can't find it. Do you have his white? See if you have his white. You may have an older bottle of it called his white. Balta says he has two, so we can be extra friends. All right, now I'm gonna take my bottle of my UV resin and apply a bead of it on the core. So when we attach the front, it will work perfect. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. All right, do not be stingy. Use a solid bead of the resin on that core. Everywhere this acrylic is going to touch your other acrylic, you want covered in resin. It's the only way to assure a seamless seal. My handle. Make sure I didn't miss anywhere. All right. I'm going to take my front and layer down. Make sure it's lined up. Looks good to me. It was like party time in here. Look, Daniela brought me another one, so we can do a red one too. So we'll do a pink to match the pink and a red to match the red, and then I'll include those with those Stanleys when we give them away. Remember, I have 4 Stanleys to give away. So the 2 little tumbler charm things will include with 2 of the Stanleys because they'll match. They'll be perfect. Wildcard Wednesday, Chubby. What did you get, JT? What did they give you? Remember, I don't see all the orders that are packed, so I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm just surprised as you are, isn't it? Hi, Erin. How are you, friend? How are you, sunshine? We miss you. You got one of the pink chubbies. The fine mix of Midnight Noel. JT, they love you. Hi, Ellie. Oh, yay! Your job slowed down so you can catch me more often. Oh, well, we love you. Ellie, you leave the sweetest notes on your orders. The girls read every single one of your order notes. They absolutely love it. You're the sweetest. Oh, no, you're sick. Well, yay. Yay for pregnant. Okay, yay for pregnant. Not so yay for sick. But I'm so excited for you. That's amazing. Congratulations, girlfriend. We do love notes. We love. Remember that from Frozen? I love. No, he is off today, Balto. He's not here. He's not here today. All right. So I know it looked like a ton of glitter, but look, it's really not that much. We'll be good. We'll be good with this. So we have everything secured and sealed in. Now it is time to fill it up with our solution. So I'm gonna do some of the 70% of this stuff. All right, to help with any clumping. And the hole is right up here on the top. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Give it a little twirl, a little shake. All right, and then we are going to add our solution that we mixed earlier. Hold on, there's a piece of gold glitter in it. That is half of the Adhesive Apothecary. Oh, I did not pronounce that right. Adhesive Apothecary Suspended Flow. We just restocked this yesterday on It's Pretty Personal. Oh, well, we miss you. You know we're here. We're not going anywhere. All right, so half of the suspended and half distilled water. And we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. The candy in the box. I mean, that's a good explanation if you ask me. All right, this one takes like barely any solution. So we have our glitter with our solution on the inside. Now it is time to seal her. I'm gonna get my smaller bottle of resin for sealing because I feel like it's just a little bit easier to manage. I'm gonna get my smaller one. Bye, Ellie. We'll catch you on the replay. All right, so I have my light on. So once I put my UV resin to seal, let me shake that up. Seal that little spot. We're gonna put it directly in the light right away. You found his white. Oh, that would work too. It's just a bigger cut. All right, so I have it there. Put her to cure. Once this cures for a couple seconds, we'll go in with another layer. Hi, Kat. How are you? All right, let's go in with a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Something is wrong with that AC. It sounds like, and Louis said it the other day, but I didn't believe him. It sounds like there's a helicopter above the warehouse when it turns on. It is unacceptable, JT. I'm very disappointed. January can take its time. Slow down, girlfriend. I know, Daniela, do you hear that back there? It sounds like a helicopter. JT found it. I knew you had it. You're disappointed? She said she found it though. Let's give her a little break. All right. Want me to shake it up? Look how cute. But we're gonna glitter the back in pink. Look at that flow, even in such a small space. Oh, when we go to Disney. Yes. I'm excited about that. I hope it's nice weather. All right, now let's glitter the back in pink to match the pink cup. I think that's gonna tie it all together. So the goal is, look how cute it looks in just the clear. We're gonna get it to match this. All right, so let's do the back in pink. Going to get my little sanding block. Let's just sand the back to prep it properly so the cup gods don't come for me, because they're a little bossy. They'll come in, you didn't prep that right. Me. So I'm just following the laws. Listen, I don't tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me how to do mine. What color did, oh, we're gonna do the micro glamour pink. Exactly. Janet will come in here and flip this place upside down. Oh, Janet. Will you restock the new snow globe blanks if they sell out by Friday? The tumblers and what else did I do? The pencil. I probably won't have them restocked by Friday if they sell out, but I don't think they're gonna sell out by Friday because we have a lot. If you guys sell me out by Friday, I'll be very surprised. We love you, Janet. All right, so this is from the Posh collection. This is the micro, oh, I love this color. Micro Glamour Pink. So it's like a really pretty, more of like a matte pink with like a gold shimmer. Isn't that pretty? I want to make sure that it's not too thin because I definitely don't want it running off my edges. So I want to make sure that my consistency is where I need it to be, and then we'll place it on the back. Looks like a granny lipstick pink. I like it. Are you calling me a granny? Hi everybody coming in. Are you calling me a granny? I like it. No, so typically Cherish colors are limited edition. So typically when Cherish colors sell out, they do not restock. So the gingerbread color was a Cherish color. We don't even have what we need to remix more now if we wanted to, but no, it has not restocked. All right. Bringing it to the edge, getting the back completely covered. This is gonna be cute. Now for the little thin parts, I'm gonna use my Pokey Pal to go around like the straw. Except Midnight Noel. There is JT with that Midnight Noel. She loves that color. JT, do you want me to tell you what you need at home to remix it? I'll tell you just this once. Are you ready? Are you writing it down? And then you can mix it at home. I'm just going around with my Pokey Pal to make sure I get it perfect. All right. Oh, she said wait. JT's getting her paper and her pen. Somebody tell me when she's ready. She needs to find a pen. Let me know when you're ready, JT. Lucky we love you. All right. JT wants to remix Midnight Noel. And typically I don't remix Cherish colors, so I was getting ready to tell her what she needs to mix it at home. Just gonna let me know when you're ready. Waiting on you, JT. All right, you ready? His Black XL. Midnight XL. Run Forest XL. Olive U XL. And what's the name of that? Hold on, I pictured in my Pomegranate Punch XL. Just a tad, just a little psst. All right, one more time. A little tiny bit of Pomegranate Punch XL, a little bit of Olive U XL, Run Forest XL, Midnight XL, and His Black XL. That is what you need for Midnight Noel. Don't say, I don't love you. And I'm sure JT has all of those. That is what you need. So go mix it, girlfriend. There you go, Balto's got it. Oh, thanks for your order, Lori. There you go, Mary. And you forgot Run Forest XL. So his black, Midnight, all of you, Run Forest, pomegranate. It will only be on the replay for 30 days though, Balto. All right, you ready? The inspiration. The tumbler. Look how cute. How cute would this be on a keychain or a little charm? Isn't that adorable? Tumbler mini. Yes, if you want to fine, you would just do it in the finer cuts. Absolutely, Candy. I think this came out adorable. Isn't that cute? The little mini version. Should we do the red one now? All right, so whoever wins this tumbler for Wildcard Wednesday, you're gonna get the little charm with it too. We'll send it together. All right, so you'll get the charm with that too if you win that today. Okay, let's do the red one. Red one. The red one's gonna be cute. I think we should put snowflakes in the red one. What do you guys think? Your order should be there getting filled now. The girls, I hear the Mary with her packing tape out there. I hear Mary with her packing tape. All right. So we have our back. Let's prep our core. I may make a bigger one if you guys really like it. So the thought process behind this was I thought it would be super cute if you sell epoxy tumblers to, if you're making one for a customer as a thank you gift in your order, you can literally just use the same glitter that you're using on your epoxy cup and send them a thank you keychain, and they'll have a keychain that matches their epoxy tumbler. That was our thought process about this. So I wanted you guys to be able to purchase these, throw a keychain on them, maybe with your business card, and then when you send your customers their tumblers, they get a little matching keychain. So their keychain matches their cup from you. Hi, everyone. So that's why I made them smaller. But if there's enough requests, we can look at making them bigger. All right, I'm just prepping the core with my sanding paper. You're gonna make them for your niece's stocking. That's super cute. That's super fun. Yeah, we have 4 Stanleys to give away. I'm only gonna have 2 with the matching keychains though. Unless I make 2 more. Which I guess we can always make 2 more, right? I mean, what's another 2? All right, where's my little sanding stick? Did I put them away? All right, so we sanded and prepped our core. I'm gonna go ahead and sand where my core is going to attach to this back acrylic. Do you think snowflakes will be too big for the snow globe? No, because I put snowflakes in this one. I put snowflakes in that one, so I'm going to put snowflakes in this one. They fit perfect. Oh, you put it back in the container. Thank you, Mary. What would I do without you? You guys, I am finally, after 2 weeks of the vertigo situation I've been dealing with, I'm finally almost better. So I did like all of my vertigo exercises yesterday, and I, for the most part, felt good towards the evening, except when I would roll over on my right side. When I roll over on my right side when I'm sleeping, it makes me feel dizzy. But I just made an appointment. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I just made an appointment for a vertigo like specialty center. I was doing a bunch of research online, and they actually said that they have one in Boca Raton, and Boca Raton's only like an hour away from here. So I'm gonna keep my appointment to see what they have to say. But I was cracking up this morning, and I was like, of course I'd start to feel better when I make an appointment. It's like my vertigo knew that I was making an appointment and said, all right, well, she's not playing anymore, so let's give her a break. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my appointment just to see what they have to say. I'm just going around where I'm going to attach my core to the back. But I was like Googling online, and I found this like vertigo specialty like clinic where all they like really do is dizziness and vertigo. And I pull up the website, and it's like Chicago, New York, and they have 4 locations, and their last location said Boca Raton, Florida. I'm like, that is doable. That's only an hour. That's where my dad used to live. So I feel like it's meant to be for me to go and see what's going on. You know what I mean? As crazy as that sounds. I had the worst case of dizziness that lasted a full month from food poisoning. Ugh, that sounds horrible. Have you done a snowflake yet? No, I haven't done a snowflake yet. All right, so I'm just laying down my core, making sure I'm lined up, and we'll cure that. And Florida shrimp. I love shrimp. Oh, food poisoning is horrible though. Good diet plan, I guess. For the adhesive, I'm using the Counterculture DIY UV resin. If you're watching on TikTok, I actually have it linked down there in that orange shopping cart. This is the one that I just ordered. This is the big 32-ounce bottle. I was getting it off the Zon for years. And then just last week, I discovered that it's on TikTok Shop, and it's half the price than the Zon. So for that reason, I love the TikTok Shop. I've never been a TikTok Shop girly, but when I realized I can get my UV resin for half the price, I've became a TikTok Shop girly. Fine, I'll do it. I'll like TikTok Shop. All right, so we have some cool options for this red and white one. I was thinking, because there's no pink in the red and white one, it's just red and white. So what if we did Told You Snow, which is actually a red and white mix with opal snowflakes. So we can do Told You Snow. We can add a little bit more red. I think we should do Red Velvet XL. And then I feel like we should do, oh, I don't have any in here. The white snowflakes that are dropping on Friday. Let me go grab a bottle. We have white snowflakes dropping on Friday. Let me go and get a bottle. All right, so the white glitter snowflakes are dropping this Friday at noon. So they are actually little tiny snowflakes that are like glitter embossed. They're super pretty. And look, when I get close and out of focus, you see how it's like a rainbow shimmer? Look when I get close and out of focus. It is like it's almost like rainbow platinum embossed. And look, they're little snowflakes. Are they cute? So we'll add some of those in this little snow globe. I'm just listening to some like 7-hour remix long, I don't know what it is. I have to listen to remixes because if not, I'll get in trouble. All right, so we have the back attached to the core. All right, so we are going to add the glitter mix. Will His Black and Midnight be restocking anytime soon? It's on order, JT, but it's like Christmas. I don't know when they're gonna be here, but I do have them on order. All right, so that is Told You Snow XL, which is like the perfect, it's almost like a peppermint mixture, but with added opal snowflakes. So that's Told You Snow. This just restocked this week. Then I'm gonna go in with Red Velvet. You're welcome. Are they different from the ones released earlier? Yeah, the white snowflakes released earlier were glow in the dark. These are just solid white. So we're gonna do a little bit of Red Velvet XL. Woo! Where's that coming from? Hello? You're closed. I don't know. Here, let's clean that up. No one likes a mess. And then we're going to add the white glittered glitter snowflakes. Tumbler Shields has 30% off, going off everything. I just ordered a stand yesterday. That's awesome. I didn't know she had that going on. All right, so these are the glittered snowflakes that we're gonna add in there. You're not messy, Balto. I've seen your lives. All right, let's go ahead and prep our front so we can get all of this sealed in. Come on. Buffalo red and black glitter would be, ooh, that sounds pretty. I love buffalo plaid. All right, so that's the side we want to sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand and prep this acrylic for where we are going to attach it. And kind of look at your core as your guide to trace where that is going to attach on here. Our landlord is here. We love her. She's not a slumlord. She's a really good one. Okay. Royal blue and black. I don't think I've seen a royal blue or black. I know. Right, JT? We have. Trust me, we've had that conversation. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and sand that off. Or not sand that off, wipe off that dust from the sanding. Then I'm going to remove my front paper. So once we are ready to attach that, we can go ahead and lay it down. Take my UV resin and my black needle nose bottle. Diana, I called her. I called her after this morning sitch, after the situation this morning. I did the calling. That was me. I pulled a Karen. I didn't call her, I text her. Yeah, call her over. We like to have a word. She watches my lives. Isn't that funny? She's gonna catch this replay. Like, what was she saying about me? She's like, sometimes I watch you live. I'm like, oh, I had no idea. It's kind of cute though. She has her, I guess she works with her brother. His business is in the building right next to us. He does Zon sales. The A to Z store. He has a huge, when I tell you huge, a ginormous warehouse behind us. And that's what he does. He started with selling, I think, sprinkler equipment. And he has everything over there now. All right, so I'm just using my glare, making sure I am completely covered. Not missing anywhere. No gaps, no holes. And then we're gonna take our front where we prepped. You see those scratches around those edges? That is where we prepped that surface for that UV resin to really seal well in there. We're gonna drop it down. Make sure we're lined up. Everything looks good. I missed the question. Sorry, Julie. I didn't see the beginning part of the question. But I'm sure JT's taking care of you. JT knows more than I do about this business. I just work here. I just work here. Can you put dried flour inside the little cup? I don't see why not. I don't know how the dry flowers would hold up in the solution, but if you were to do just a dry shaker, I think that would work great as a dry shaker inside. Did you guys see the pencils that we just dropped? Aren't they cute? For a teacher's name for the holiday. I glittered this one to actually look like a pencil. That was fun. Thank you, Ilka. Yeah, guys, I feel like I've like barely mentioned it today. It's Wildcard Wednesday. I usually like mention it over and over and over. But Wildcard Wednesday, there's no code required. There's no order minimum. All you have to do is place an order and you are going to get something free in your order today. So every single order placed comes with a free gift. My goodness. I'm looking at our group. There's a bunch of pending posts. Alrighty. I think I got everything approved. All right, there's my life. Just get real close. Make sure we are good to go. All right. So here is what we have so far. The dry ingredients. Look at those glittered snowflakes in there. Look how pretty those are. Look at the glittered snowflakes in there. All I hear is somebody yelling at me to answer their question. I haven't seen a question. So I have a feeling that she's being filtered. There's no need to yell. I don't know who you're yelling at, but pick the wrong one today. Not today. All right. Yeah, I didn't see anything either, Balto. All right, so I'm gonna go in with just the 70% because they say that will help with any clumping. Read my question, please. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop making more snow globes. You have 50 now. I know, they're addicting. They're addicting. All right, let me go ahead. So we have just our 70% in there to prevent any clumping. Now I'm going to come in with our solution diluted with the distilled water. I'm gonna flip it around so I can top it off and not make a mess, and fill her all the way up. It's nice and perfect, perfect. You guys, these take like almost no solution. So there she is, all filled up. All right, then I'm going to make sure that up top is dry. And then we're gonna use our UV resin to put it down and seal it quick. And then we'll go in with another round to make sure we are completely sealed. All right. I know I still haven't seen a question. I'm like trying to make sure I don't miss it now. I have 108 people over here. I have 46 people over here. I only have 8 over here and a couple over here. So, and I have my desktop. So there's 5 screens, 4 different platforms and 1 of me. I'm trying over here, guys. I'm just a girl, all right? I'm literally just a girl. Sometimes you gotta speak in code so you don't get filtered. I know, I didn't see anything, so I'm assuming that whatever she's asking, TikTok doesn't like, so maybe they're filtering it out. You mix pearly gates and rainbow platinum into your epoxy mix and put it on a white cup. Is it to die for? I love it. The best platform to share it, I would say our FB group. There's just the most activity in our FB group. But if you share it on TikTok and you tag me, and if I get a notification, I'll reshare it on my stories, hopefully for you to get more followers. So if you're looking for more conversation back and forth, the best platform is going to be the FB group. If you're looking for more exposure, you're going to want to do TikTok for me to reshare it for you, and even IG. Because if you tag me, if I get the notification, I'm happy to share it out to get you guys more followers. But it's so weird. Sometimes I don't get the tags and I'll be on my FYP and I'll see you guys post me. And I try to reshare it. So if you see that I don't see the tag after a couple hours, feel free to tag me in the comments again. So hopefully I get a notification. You have to send me videos, JT. Yeah, I'm happy to repost you guys so we can follow each other to get our platforms built up. The group is really helpful though with questions. Questions, advice, the group is gonna be your go-to because it's just so much easier to conversate back and forth in the group. And everybody is so willing to help. I know we have the best community. I love us. Tag the, are you talking about on FB? On FB, you can tag my personal name in the group because that's going to notify me. I'm active in the FB group on my personal page. But TikTok, IG, to get reposted for more views, make sure you do the business one. I ain't tagging to get reposted, I'm tagging. Oh, well, I love to repost you anyway, Balto. There's an airhead. The other day we ran out of airheads. So bad. You guys totally cleared us out of airheads and it was right before Halloween and it was impossible to get airheads before Halloween. No drama. Do you like a little tea? We like a little tea as long as it's not about me, right? I like the tea when it's not about me. All right. We are sealed. Hold on, let me get a good mix. Look at how cute, guys. Look at the little snowflakes. Now I want to do the back red to match the red cup. So let's do that to get the full feel. All right, so we peeled off our paper. What solution do you use in little snow globes? So I use half of the Adhesive Apothecary suspended solution from It's Pretty Personal and half distilled water because I do like a little bit of a faster movement in my keychains, charms, and ornaments. For my cups, like my snow globe cups, I just use the straight solution. I don't mix it with the distilled water. Here's the one that we did, but let's glitter. Hold on, wait for the full picture. We're gonna glitter the back in red to get the full feel. All right, so my UV resin. Then for the red, let's do the medium red velvet because it just restocked and it's the closest to this Stanley cup. Five more bases. I've never used baby oil, Mary, so I can't tell you for sure. But like a question like that, if you were to post that in the FB group, you would have everybody chip in telling you their personal experience. I know, Valdo. I know, I wish you had them. That would be super cute. So this is medium red velvet. You guys completely cleared us out of this when I did, what did I do with this? A reindeer or a bow or something. We just restocked it yesterday. So medium red velvet, it's a really, really good Christmas red. And like, it's just red. There's no other crazy color shifts in it. But it's like a really rich, bright red. So it's medium red velvet. We have it in a fine cut and a medium cut, which is the cut that I'm using here. And we have it in an XL cut. White Christmas gonna restock. I believe it's on order. You can do White Christmas, or if you're looking for something with like the snowflakes in it, like White Christmas has, try Told You Snow. It has a little bit of a Christmas red mixed in, but it also has those opal snowflakes like White Christmas does. I want to say it's on order though. You guys, I ordered so much to prepare for Black Friday. So we have a lot coming in. I'm just waiting for that stuff to get here. A good Buffalo Bills. I don't know what that means, but if JT says so, it must be good. I don't really do the sports. I never got into it. I dated a guy years ago, like when I was like 17. He was really big into the Jets, but that was as sportsy as it got. After that relationship ended, so did my love for sports. Yeah, how could you forget? All right, let's go ahead and cure this baby. Ooh, you've had some stuff that you've done with Told You Snow. Maybe you should post it in the group. I feel like everybody forgot about that color from last year. Told You Snow is super cute. So Black Friday, I haven't even mentioned it at all. This is the first time we're even going to have the discussion. Black Friday. It is not like a sale on everything on the website. That's not how we do Black Friday. We do don't tell anybody, you guys. This is our little secret. I haven't even talked about this. We're having the talk. We do a Black Friday box. So it's going to be like a mystery box that's heavily discounted, that is completely random. So if you're waiting to purchase certain things because you're waiting for Black Friday, you don't want to wait. We're not going to have that kind of sale for Black Friday. For Black Friday, we have basically a mystery box that is heavily discounted. And once that box sells out, the sale's over. Pillow talk. So if you're holding on to stuff in your cart, the whole site is not on sale for Black Friday. That would be so hard for me to manage. So we do basically a mystery Black Friday box. And that's the easiest way for us to organize everything. We pre-package everything. We're able to offer the heaviest discount that way when we're able to prepare. So that is what is going to be happening for Black Friday. Now I'm only going to have 400 of them. So once those sell out, that would be the end of that deal, the mystery box. But I haven't posted nothing. I haven't said a word. Like, we just figured this out ourselves a couple days ago. We're a little late this year because it's been crazy. So, yeah, that's what Black Friday will be. Once we have more details closer to Black Friday, I'll let you guys know. I think I'm going to do midnight on Black Friday. That's what I did last year. What do you guys think? What do you prefer? I'm not saying that's what we're going to do, but I'd love to hear suggestions. I hate doing like 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving because I do not want to take time away from your family on Thanksgiving. I think that's a time that you should be with your family. But when I do early in the morning, if I do like a 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. on Black Friday, like that's like 3 or 4 a.m. for the West Coast. So do you guys think midnight? Do you think noon on Black Friday? But I feel like everybody's going to panic because it's Black Friday and it's sold out. You guys tell me. I don't want to do Thanksgiving Day. I'm not taking time away from our family, your family. We shouldn't have to worry about shopping on Thanksgiving. It makes my skin crawl when I see like Best Buy and Walmart open on Thanksgiving and like all of those employees can't be with their family because we want to shop early. I don't like that. So we will figure out a time. Ooh, Balto said keep it normal like your Friday. So maybe I'll do a poll. We'll either do midnight on Black Friday or noon. And I'll do a poll, and then once we decide, I'll let everybody know. One of those people told me that they don't have family and they like the overtime. Well, good for them. But what about the mom who does have family? All right, you guys ready? Ooh, look how the red pops. Wait, we need the full picture. Look at the match. Look how it pops. The midnight, I know. Look. Do we love it? No, Balto says he wants this one now. So we did our little red and our pink. Look at how cute, guys. Look, they're matchy. And look, you can see the snowflakes in here. You can see the snowflakes in the red one. So the snowflakes are dropping Friday. Aren't they cute? Alright, what did we say we want to do? We have time for one more project. I know that somebody mentioned that they wanted me to do the snowflake overlay. Is that what we said? Snowflake overlay? Snowflake overlay. Here's one that's done. We can do one together. Let's figure out colors. Hold on, I think I need to grab an ornament from my box. Let me grab an ornament and let's figure out colors. All right, got one. Even got a bow. I don't have that many colors here. So, do we want to do a pretty pink one? Do we want to do pink? Ooh, we can make this really pretty. Ooh, look at Love Goddess. What if we do this white and opal background with like a pretty rose gold and pink snowflake? The solution that I use for the shakers is our solution that we have on It's Pretty Personal. It is the levitation solution, the suspended flow from Adhesive Apothecary. We do have this available on It's Pretty Personal, and I dilute it with distilled water. Okay, I think this is going to be really pretty. So, what do we start with? Let's start with this, then we attach this. Okay. So we're going to start with the snowflake, which comes in a 2-pack. It is a overlay, or you can even use this by itself. You don't necessarily need to overlay it on anything. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my protective film from the back. My sanding block. Prep this surface. 111, make a wish. And get our paper towel, clean that off. Okay. Do not get your paper towel stuck in it. Alrighty, let's get our UV resin ready. So I'm going to take my CC DIY UV resin, which is in the orange shopping cart if you're watching on TikTok, because we love TikTok shop. Then I'm going to use Love Goddess and a little bit of the Micro Glamour Pink. I think we should mix these together. I know, I saw that, Ilka. Well, I saw it. I heard it on the radio this morning. They were talking about it being a full moon. All right, so we're going to do Love. You guys, look at Love Goddess. It's like the prettiest champagne and rose gold. It's super pretty. Happy Wednesday. And then I'm going to go in with some of that Glamour Pink. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I like the Glamour Pink in it. I don't like this. I love the Love Goddess, but I don't like it with the Posh. That's all right. We're just going to pivot. We're going to pivot. I need something blingy. Let me go get a Kingdom color. That will save everything. Kingdom will save the day. Let me go get one. Oh, sorry. Did I scare you? Surprise! All right. I'm going to mix Love Goddess with Bubblegum Kingdom. I didn't like the posh in there. Just your spiritual girl keeping you updated. There she is. She's like the weather girl, but the spiritual girl. All right. Back to our programming, normal programming. Okay. I love Love Goddess. And let's mix it with a little bit of Bubblegum Kingdom. Oh yeah, I like this better. See, these look like they were meant for each other. So this is Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace. Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace, so much better. All right, I want to make this just a tad, let's do a little bit more bubblegum. A tad bit thicker. Ooh, this is beautiful, guys. Like, I feel like this should be a color in its own. So I'm starting with putting our mixture in the center. And then I'm gonna use my Pokey Pal to pull that mixture out on these snowflake details. You guys, look at how pretty that is. That's really pretty together. Winter Haven. So Winter Haven is like kind of like Orlando area. So like 2.5 hours. This is beautiful. I really love this mixture. You guys, if you have Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace on your shelf, try mixing it. Alrighty. So let's see. Do we want to use the Pokey Pal to pull out? So I'm basically taking mixture from my center and pulling out with my Pokey Pal to go on these snowflake details. It's gonna be time consuming, but it's gonna be worth it. I love the Kingdom collection. We hand mixed every color for the Kingdom collection. It's beautiful. And Love Goddess, I am like really loving right now. So I'm pulling that out. Probably even, there we go. So I'm just using the Pokey Pal because these are thinner details, just so I don't make a total mess. But it's gonna be worth it. So quiet. So hard when I can't look up and read comments. Talk amongst yourselves. I feel bad. Oh, hold on. One of my phones is dying. Let me plug this one in. Okay. Save the day. Sorry guys if I'm missing comments. Alright. I'm so excited for you guys to see this. This mixture is beautiful. All I saw was on Wildcard Wednesday. Crazy, but I missed the first part. Oh my goodness. I was hoping nobody was going to remember that. That's so funny. How do you remember that, Ilka? I know my birthday's next Wildcard Wednesday. It is. I'm not one of those people that go crazy on their birthday. I've always been the type to, like, I don't want to say get depressed, but like I'm not big on celebrating my birthday because it reminds me that I'm getting older. It reminds me that I'm just getting older. What am I gonna do on my birthday? Probably go get Botox. Whatever I can to rewind my aging, if possible. Yours is the 18th. I know. You know what that means? That means that we're Valentine's Day babies. So if our parents only got along one day of the year, that was it. And then here we are. We are Valentine's Day babies. I know, it's so funny. 22 on the 13th. So we know what you were doing on Valentine's Day, DGT. It's a tongue twister for you. November 3rd, 4th. Oh, JT. Say less. So we understand what JT's plans are on Valentine's Day. Got it. We know that JT is booked when it comes to Valentine's Day. That's funny. We're more than halfway there, guys. I know there's so many people that are November babies, and that's my only excuse for it. My kids are September 14th, and you ready for this one? December 26th. I was in labor on Christmas, and I crossed my legs and told them that I was gonna keep that baby in until after midnight. Thank you guys for your orders. We love you. Keeping the girls busy in the warehouse. Almost there, guys. It's gonna be worth it. Don't bail on me now. You're this invested, you have to see what it looks like when it's done. Your brother is a Christmas baby. I know, I tried everything not to have that kid on Christmas. It's so hard though. I feel bad because then, like, when we have family over for Christmas, they just bring a birthday gift because his birthday is the next day. So we tried to celebrate his birthday on December 15th. So it's like far enough apart because think about it, like winter break, he doesn't get cupcakes in school, all of that. So a couple years ago, I started celebrating around the 15th. And it's also so hard for birthday parties because everybody's traveling or with family for the holidays. So if you ask him, he tells everybody that he has 2 birthdays. And what he means by that is he has like his real birthday on the 26th, where obviously we have cake and whatever with family. But we do like the school cupcakes and the friend thing on the 15th. It's hard for you guys having birthdays so close to Christmas. It's like it gets lost in the mix. January, baby, and your brother was December the same year. Karen, your parents did not waste any time. I don't have room to talk. My kids are only 15 months apart. So my older one was only 7 months old when I found out that I was having my second one. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, mine are close. But I'm so happy that I did and everything worked out fine because I actually cannot have any more children. So everything worked out amazing. I have 2 boys. They are best friends. They're only 15 months apart. So one's in 1st grade, one's in 2nd grade. But they have the same friend group. They have all of that. So I'm super, super happy that they have each other. Everything happens for a reason. All right, guys, this is going to be beautiful. All right, so while that is curing, let's work on our back ornament. Oh, no, wait, we can't. We can't work on the back ornament because I want to attach that to the front to get a full cure, and then we'll do the back. 10 months apart, yeah. Hey, get it over with. When I found out my second was a boy, I was like, perfect, we already have everything. And we didn't even have a baby shower for the second one because I already had everything for the first one. Your son was born on Memorial Day, so he gets upset when everybody's out of town. I know, it's so hard having kids so close to holidays. 7 minutes. That's you win. You win. That's how close they are. So you guys, the mixture that we did was Love Goddess, which is a really pretty mixture of like rose gold and champagne. And we mixed that with Bubblegum Palace just for a little bit more pink. So Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace. Oh, I love that. I know, I hope my boys stay best friends. I really do. Guys, look at how cute this came out. They better stay best friends. I tell them that all they have is each other, so they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. You guys, this light is so strong. This is like cured already. Isn't that crazy? Look. So what I'm going to do is do a little light sand, some alcohol, and then we are going to use UV resin to attach this to the back ornament. I keep looking on my wrist, like, what is that? I forgot I have one of the Dramamine motion sickness patches on. All right, so what I'm going to do is take some UV resin and attach my front overlay to my back ornament. I'm doing this before I apply glitter to the back ornament so the UV light can completely cure that. All right. So we're gonna lay it down, line her up. And have that cure it. Hold on. Yeah, she's good. Have that cure it. And then once that is cured, we'll glitter the back. Did you do it? Yes, I did do it on the glitter side. So I always put my glitter side down so the back of the acrylic has like a perfect glass-like finish. So I glittered it, and then I attach the front overlay to the back ornament with the glitter side down. So your final product is gonna have a glass-like finish. Good question. Wildcard Wednesday. So we have 4 Stanley tumblers to give away. 2 of them are going to come with these cute little matching keychains that we made. And then we have 200 kits of the acrylics with a grid sheet. What just happened? My phone just made a noise. And it comes, we did 2 of them, with the different patterns for the grid sheet helper. So you get a mini grid sheet helper with the 4-pack acrylic for Wildcard Wednesday. 200 orders are gonna get this. We also have little chubbies to give away, glitter shakers to give away. We have a bunch of other stuff to get away, but 200 of you guys are gonna get that today. Halfway to my goal. I don't even know what that means, guys. I am so TikTok dumb. I didn't even know I had a goal. Woohoo! All right. Do you guys want to see what this looks like? I'll pull off the front for you to see. This is going to be amazing. So I'm going to remove. Oh, there's a little part right there. Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Let's remove this front protective seal. Guys, look at this glitter mixture. That is Love Goddess mixed with Bubblegum Palace. Isn't that amazing? Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace mixed together. It is really pretty like this. But we're gonna glitter the back for the full feel. So we are going to remove the protective film from the back. And the reason why I attached the front first was so the back was clear and it could fully cure that UV resin. Oh yeah, this is way better than that first mix. I'm happy we didn't do that first mix. All right, so I'm just sanding the back to prep my acrylic surface. Taking my 70%, cleaning that off. And then we're gonna take our UV resin and we are going to do a mixture of 2 different colors. Hi, uh-oh. Corinne's coming to get the Stanleys. Did you get your orders in? You're welcome. Maybe when we ship them, Corinne, put the keychains maybe on the inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna bubble wrap them.
Awesome. Thank you. Corinne came and stole the Stanleys. All right, so I am going to mix Pink Platinum XL and White Pearl XL. think that's gonna be pretty. I'm looking to see if we have anything else. I think that's all I wanna put in here. So we have pink platinum, which is beautiful just by itself. And then we're gonna add some white pearl XL. We'll mix that together and see what we get. The mini tumblers, we have a good amount in stock. I haven't checked since I've been live though. They may last until Friday's drop. I have to check inventory though, to be completely honest. You goodness, you guys. Look at this combo of pink platinum XL. And what is this one called? White pearl XL. Pink platinum XL and white pearl XL. Look at that. No, Balto. We had 2 other ones out there too. Pink platinum is so good. I love pink platinum in a snow globe. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our glitter mixture and put it on the back of the ornament in the center. And spread that to the edge. Look at how pretty, guys. You guys see how pretty this is? I know, pink platinum it's so underrated. This is the XL cut. And you can literally add pink platinum XL to any snow globe and it just gives it a totally different feel. So I'm just going to the edge, not going over, but I want to make sure that I pull all the way to the edge. Then chunky glitter, if you feel that they're hanging over the edge, just take your spoon and kind of go around. Now I'm gonna take it and just go around the little top part, even though you don't see this part because it's covered by the overlay. But if anybody flips this over, I want it to look pretty on the back too. I have a feeling this is probably going to be one of the prettiest ornaments I've ever made. Just this color combo, like a classy rose gold pink opal. I have a feeling this one's going to be a showstopper, guys. Not to toot my own horn. Snowflake ornaments are sold out. Oh my goodness. The overlay, we'll work on getting those restocked. All right, let's cure this and see what the final product is. But look how pretty. That pink platinum with the white pearl. Look at that. That's pretty. All right, while that's curing, I'm gonna start cleaning up this mess I have in here. So, recap of colors. The back is a mixture of pink platinum XL and white pearl XL. Pink platinum XL and white pearl XL is the color that we did for the back of this ornament. For the front snowflake overlay, we did a mixture of Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace. So Love Goddess and Bubblegum Palace mixed together for the front snowflake overlay. I know we had some ready this morning, so we dropped some of the snowflake overlays this morning. We'll work on, we cut them in-house, so we'll work on more for Friday. Let me clean up. And then what else did we work on? We worked on the 2 mini snow globe ones that she already took. We worked on 2 of the coasters for the Wildcard Wednesday giveaway for the 200 orders. We did this like pastel Christmas tree. I really love this Christmas light one though. And remember your go-to colors for behind your acrylic, if you're using a clear pattern, you want to, I mean, you can use whatever you want, but you want more of a solid white. So my go-to is Pearly Gates white, and I mix it with a little bit of rainbow platinum. The snowflake glitter is going to drop on Friday. So we did this just with the kit for the giveaway. Put all my stuff to go back over here. Then, oh, this one we did Saturday. We did this Saturday with the November maker box. And then earlier in this live, we did a snow globe ornament with the white gingerbread vinyl. We added the Olive You glitter on the back, and we added the Ellie's Arc design charms on the inside and the bow on the front. So we did this together live as well. So if you hopped on late, if you wanted to watch the replay, I'm recording on 4 devices. I have TikTok, FB, IG, and the Tube. FB, the replay will be available for 30 days. On the Tube, it will be there hopefully forever, but it does take a couple hours for me to load it up to the Tube, all right? So if you want to watch the replay immediately, you want to go on our little thingy up here. When you click on that and you see what happens, that little thing up in my biography, I'm trying to use code word here, guys. Do you pick up what I'm putting down? And you can go over to FB. It will be available as soon as I end the live. If not, in like 2 or 3 hours, I'll have it available on the Tube once it thank you, Ilka, once it uploads. Are we ready for the final product? Should we look together? Hold on, let me put you guys all up so you can see like the head-on colors. Sorry guys, I have so many phones here. You ready? Oh, I feel like it's hard to see. In person, it's not so hard. Hold on, let me put a white backing behind it. I feel like it's so much sparkle. It's hard to see on the camera. I feel like out of all of my cameras, the one that shows it the best is on IG. But I'll take a video of it. Should I try shutting off? Put darker back. Wait, let me try shutting off my bright lights. Maybe that will help. I shut off my bright lights. Look at that. So that's just normal lighting, no studio lighting. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. I love Love Goddess. Ooh, that would be pretty in black and white. And then here is just the other one that we did in normal lighting. Here I am in normal lighting. No magic bright lights. Hi. All right, guys. I know it's super pretty. It's a lot of bling. There's a lot of bling on this. My camera's reversed. One's going one way, one's going the other. It's a lot of bling for sure, but it's pretty. I like it. All right, guys. Any questions about Wildcard Wednesday before I end? This is just normal me. The blue one. Here's the blue one. So same, just different color options. So Wildcard Wednesday is going on until midnight. Every single order placed comes with a free gift. Thank you, boo-boo. See you Friday. Little Christmas anchor. Oh, that would be super cute. The blue is fun. The blue is definitely more contrast for sure. I wanted to do a red one with Told You Snow in the background. You guys want to do that Friday? If you guys watch me Friday, remind me to do a red snowflake with Told You Snow in the background. I think that would be really fun. I think that would be super pretty. So I do plan to go live on Friday, 11:15 Eastern Standard Time for you to shop the drop before it is open to the public at noon. The UV resin that I used, if you're watching on TikTok, can be found in that little orange shopping cart down there. It is the Counterculture DIY UV resin. The light that I like to use is the 100 watt UV light. It is pretty industrial. I also have one linked down there for you. And We Live TikTok shop. I have not gotten one violation today. So before I started linking this, I would get violated in like 30 seconds. I have not gotten one today. And We Love TikTok shop. But also, the UV resin is half the price here compared to the Zon. So it's a win-win for everybody. The shopping bag saves all, right? So that is all I have. I will be live on Friday, 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. Every single order placed today before midnight comes with a free gift. We're giving away 4 Stanleys, 200 of the coaster and grid sheet kit that comes with the acrylic and the grid sheet. Little chubbies. We have some little chubbies still to give away. And a lot of fun stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been fun. Oh, Sarah said you're right. The colors are much better on Instagram. You see? I'm glad you hopped over. Yeah, so we're everywhere. You guys want to see this setup? Hold on, let me show you. It's wild over here. I'm over here. I'm here, and I was on this phone too. So you guys see, I try to keep up with comments as much as I can. Here, I'll show you guys too. I try to keep up with comments as much as I can, but it's a lot sometimes. So I'm here, and on the device that I'm holding. So I'm a little bit of everywhere. So I try my best to keep up with comments, but now you can kind of see for yourself why it gets to be a little much when there's so many of you and just little old me. So I hope I did okay. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to X out one at a time because I only have 2 fingers. And come join me Friday. All right. You're ended. Sure, I'll share it. Why not? Live video ended. Yeah, share it. Why not? All right. Love you guys.